Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing my worth the hype video about the JUVIAS Place palettes. So I've got this one and then I've got a small one and I mentioned these in a haul video a couple of weeks ago. I asked if you guys wanted to see a first impression, like review, are they worth the money, are they worth the hype type thing, and a lot of you guys said yes, so I thought I would do it in a video. So that's what I did. This is the look that I have on my eyes right now. If you want to see what I thought of these palettes, if I like them, if I don't like them, how I created this look. I also showed you guys this kind of like half cut crease tutorial thing. Yeah, if you want to see all of that, then just keep watching. I just thought I'd whack a denim jacket on. Nobody would notice I'm wearing the same outfit as my last video. Okay, so I thought I would do like my bronzer and highlighter and stuff on camera just because I have a few new products to test and I thought I may as well just show it on camera. May as well. So these were what I wanted to use in my Barbie video, but I didn't want to ruin them. I have a bunch of products from Kiko's new fall 2.0 collection. And I know that a lot of people, like, it bothers them when UK people say fall because for us it's autumn. But this is literally called the fall 2.0 collection. And this isn't sponsored at all. They just sent me a couple of the new products and they, oh my god, they look so good. Why do all of Kiko's bronzers smell like chocolate? Is it a thing? Like, all of the Kiko bronzers I've tried before all smell like chocolate. It smells so good. Look at the size of this bronzer pan. It's like the size of my head. So I'm going to try this one, I think. I'm going to use that bronzer. But there is also another bronzer and also there's a highlighter that I want to try. But I think the highlighter is going to be too dark. So this is the big, like, baked bronzer. And then this is the smaller bronzer, which is called the Duo bronzer. Okay, yep. This one also smells like chocolate. And this one looks like this. I feel like this one's a bit lighter. Okay, so I know it's probably not like the best contour colour because it's quite warm, but I'm just going to give it a go. Oh my god, I really like this already. So pigmented. I literally just felt like Manny anyway when I said that. So pigmented. I think Manny literally has that on his merch, which I find hilarious. I think he is so funny. That blended so nicely. Okay, it's quite warm, but it's not like bright orange. It's kind of just like a really nice bronze colour. And of course, me being me, have done it at the complete wrong angle in this side of my face. So they do have this like golden highlighter, which is called Gold in Progress, but I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be too dark because it's really, really gold. Let me just swatch it. Oh, I really wish they did this in a paler shade. Oh my god, that is stunning. Okay, I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's just pray for me and hope that it works. It has a little mirror as well. Okay, I think if I use it very lightly, can I just about get away with that? I don't know. I think it is a bit dark, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's definitely too dark. Like, look, when I look to the front, you can see all up there. Damn it! Now I don't really know what to do because I've just put this highlighter on and it's too dark. I'm going to use the Balm Mary Luminizer instead. I can't open it. I actually think the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter is probably my favourite highlighter of all time. Okay, so the palettes that I'm going to test today are these two by JUVIAS Place. I think that's how you say it, JUVIAS Place. I'd seen a lot of hype about these because Nikki Tutorials absolutely loves them and she's always using them in her videos, and they finally are selling these in the UK on Beauty Bay. They very kindly sent me these palettes a couple of weeks ago. You would have seen in one of my haul videos, I think. I have the Magic palette, which is this bigger one where the pans are literally huge. Look at the size of these eyeshadow pans. I just love these colours, like they look absolutely stunning. And then this one is obviously a lot smaller. This one is called the Saharan. So size comparison. This one is obviously a lot more travel friendly. When I swatched these, when I first got them, I was actually mind blown. Also, props to them for doing a bright red eyeshadow. I didn't know that it was possible to make like a true red eyeshadow just because there's something to do with like red pigments that sometimes aren't safe to use on your eyes, and so I know that a lot of companies struggle to make like a bright red. Obviously you get like darker reds and like burgundy reds and stuff, but bright red eyeshadows are quite rare, so hopefully it's safe for your eyes. But like, look at the pigmentation of these. I was actually blown away. Like, look at that shimmer. They are absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to pick out a few shades of the little small palette to show you guys. So I've got two more shimmers and a matte. Oh my god, the shimmers are honestly like mind-blowing. Look at the pigmentation. Okay, so obviously matte shadows are a lot harder to swatch, but that is a good black. Watch this. Do you see that? So I'm going to put them on my eyes. And I will save this for another tutorial, but I just really want to do something using the more like bright colours. But now we're going to see how they blend on the eyes. And then the only downside to this palette is if you are pale, there's not really a transition shade. There is this one here which is called Nana, but it's quite dark, so there isn't really that kind of lighter transition shades, but that's okay. If you have deep skin, these palettes are going to be gorgeous on you as well. So I'm using the shade Nana. Okay, it doesn't actually come out as dark on your eyes. Okay, I was wrong. This does actually work as a transition shade. That works really nicely. It blends out to a more like sheer colour, like it's not as bold as it looks in the pan. Like as I was saying the other day, I quite like my eyeshadows to be buildable so that they don't just go on in one big clump, if you know what I mean. If you don't own one of these Spectrum B06 brushes, like, you just need one because they're the best blending brushes ever. Oh, I've just realised I didn't bring my concealer palette over here. One sec, I will be right back. Let me just duck under my tripod. Hey, the one downside that I will say to these eyeshadow palettes so far, the packaging is absolutely gorgeous and I really like how it's card packaging because it's quite like slim and it like closes with a magnet, so it feels really nice and stuff. But the one downside is they don't have a mirror. And I know that obviously it's not necessary for every eyeshadow palette to have a mirror, but me personally, I travel quite a lot, so I like to have an eyeshadow palette that has a mirror so that I don't have to like put it down and then have a separate mirror, if you know what I mean. That would be a nice touch, but I mean, I guess most of their money probably goes into like the pigmentation of these eyeshadows. And they're going in with this shade which is called Zakia. I'm really sorry, like a lot of these names I'm gonna really struggle to pronounce. And I'm just gonna also run this through my crease just to like deepen it up a bit. Okay, so the matte shades in this palette, like honestly, they're not the most pigmented matte shadows that I've ever tried. Like if you compare it to like the Modern Renaissance palette or something like that, the matte shadows aren't as pigmented as those, but the shimmer shadows on the other hand are like insanely pigmented, but obviously I know that they're not as expensive as something like the Anastasia palettes, which is a plus. I feel like it's struggling to blend like a little bit up here. I'm just going to dip my brush into that kind of lighter colour that I used all over and just try and blend that out a little bit. I feel like this shade is sticking a little bit in certain like patches. Okay, so I'm taking a clean blending brush and I'm just gonna go over the top of these. Oh, this one had purple eyeshadow on it. Oh no! And then taking the shade called Koji or Kogi, and this one is a pink. On camera I feel like it looks quite red, but in real life it's actually a pink. This one looks like it's gonna be pretty pigmented, so I'm just also gonna add this into the mix. Just because I want like a nice warm cut crease. I promise guys, it will all come together. The only other matte shades in the palette is this blue and this blue. They look really similar in the pan, but when you actually swatch them, one of them is purple and one of them is blue. So if I just show you on my hand, purple, blue. I think I'm going to use the blue one. I don't know why, I just feel like doing that. So I'm going to take the blue called Yajide and I'm going to pack that on. I'm just going to do the same on the other side to even it out, but then I think I am going to go in with the purple instead. Yeah, this blue colour just seems like it's not going to blend. Like as soon as I put it on I was like, I see you. So we're going to try the purple instead. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using, but it doesn't seem to be like picking up that much. Let's try a more coarse brush. I mean, it's fine, it's just not as like dark as I was hoping. I'm not a fan of this purple shade. Damn, this one little patch like in here is just not blending out. Okay, so now for the fun part. I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Camouflage Conceal palette. Don't know why, I just choose to gravitate towards a kind of pan concealer when I'm doing a cut crease. Yeah, I find it easier because you can just like dip into the concealer and then pick up as much as you want. And I'm using one of my Sigma brushes, I think. This is an E56 brush, but just use any small like precise brush. And the best tips that I can give for cut crease, like I'm definitely not perfect at it, but just keep practicing and go slowly. Do it like little bit by little bit. Keep opening your eye to see where you want it. And I like to go a bit above my natural crease, but you don't have to do that. And also the brush I'm using has got like a rounded tip, which helps. And obviously try and use like a full coverage concealer so that it actually covers the eyeshadow. I only want this to be kind of like a half cut crease. I don't want to do like a full one, so I'm going to stop there. I'm then going to go in pretty quickly with the matte like cream sort of colour on a flat brush and just set this concealer in place, because obviously if you put concealer above your natural crease, it's gonna crease. I'm honestly drawn to this one. I think I'm gonna take this like yellow colour. It's like a yellow gold, and I'm taking this on a flat brush and I'm just gonna pack that. Oh my god. I'm just packing this all over that little cut crease that we've just created. The shimmers in this palette are out of this world. Okay, so now that I have that yellow gold colour, I feel like this tutorial is going on for ages. I'm then going to go back in with the same colours that I put on my lid, like the kind of warmer shades, and also I will take the purple as well, just because I want it to blend. And I'm just going to go back over and kind of blend the edges just so that it's not like a harsh line. Okay, then I think on my lower lash line I'm going to take some of the shimmer colours just because I like the shimmer colours more than the mattes. So I'm going to take this kind of shimmery greeny blue turquoise colour. It actually came out quite dark. I'm not the biggest fan of that shade I just used. I'm going to try and use the shade below it, which is called Yara. It's like a lighter turquoise colour. Yeah, that one worked a lot nicer. Then, I mean, obviously in this palette you didn't have to use such crazy shades, but I just wanted to. Like, you could do a gorgeous like bronzy look, a kind of pinky look. This colour is also gorgeous. It's like a bluey purple duochrome, but I just didn't really see how it would fit in with my look. But like, look at that. Look at that colour. Oh, I really wish I'd used that one now. You know what? Would that work on my inner corners? This is probably one of the weirdest looks I've ever done, but you know what? Okay, my back really hurts, so I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm gonna add some eyeliner, I'm gonna add my NYX eyeliner, and then I'm gonna put on some Ardell Faux Mink lashes, and then I'll be back, just because I've been sitting up filming like for hours and my back is really killing me, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I've just put on my lashes and my liner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this pink colour here, and I'm just gonna put some of this in my inner corner just to like brighten it up a bit, because at the moment I feel like it's just too dark in my inner corners. Yeah, that just looks so much better already. Okay, so my lipstick is Colourpop Midi. I just added this because it's like a fairly neutral nude. And yeah, that is the makeup done. This is what the eyeshadows look like close up, just in case you wanted to see a close up view of them. Hopefully this is in focus. I'm just gonna zoom you guys out a bit, and then I'll have a little chat about the palettes. Okay, so I've zoomed out a bit, you can see my full face. Okay, so my overall verdict on these palettes is the shimmer shades are absolutely like out of this world, mind-blowing, but the matte shades are not my favourite. I didn't mind, like I liked these ones, the kind of warm shades, but I just wasn't a fan of these two, like the darker matte shades. They just didn't go on that pigmented and they didn't blend that nicely either. But I do feel like the overall look still looks really nice. Like, you wouldn't really be able to tell. I don't think that those two particular colours didn't blend that nicely. However, obviously that is like a drawback of this palette. But it was only these two eyeshadows out of the 16 that I didn't like. If you wanted to do a kind of darker look, like a darker kind of smoky look, then this palette definitely isn't for you. But if you want to do something using all of the colours apart from the blue, the dark blue and the dark purple, then this palette is absolutely stunning. Damn, you know what, I really wish I'd used this one instead. Maybe I should use this one in a different video to see if I get the same thing with the blending. Just from swatching the black, it seems a lot more pigmented than the dark blue and the dark purple of the other ones. So do I think these are worth the hype? Yes, I do think they are worth the hype in terms of the shimmer shadows. Like, I'd seen Nikki use these shimmer eyeshadows and swatch them on her hands and stuff, and they seemed amazing. And in my opinion, like, well, you guys saw on camera how amazing the shimmer shadows were, so I was highly impressed with those. I was just a little bit let down by the kind of like darker matte colours not blending that great. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a difficult one because I would say that they are worth the hype because I never saw people raving about the matte shades. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to test and do like a worth the hype of down below in the comments, and I will read through all your suggestions and try and get through them. Sorry, I'm just like blending this into my hand. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it so much if you would subscribe. We are so close to 400k. Honestly, when we're uploading this video, I might have already hit it because this is probably going up on Monday. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you're all well, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. That was such a strange wave. I was like, bye.